I had just suffered a miscarriage. With trembling fingers, I called my husband, only to hear the sounds of a rowdy party on the other end. "Don, this was supposed to be your anniversary gift for your wife," a voice teased amidst the cheers. "Giving it to Miss Lena instead? Aren't you afraid your lady will throw a fit?" Vincent's voice was deep and dismissive. "Lena's brother died saving my life. I owe her. As for Isabella, she's gentle, she'll understand." He paused, his tone turning colder. "Besides, she came to me with those scandalous rumors surrounding her past. The resources the Corleone family has given her over the years are more than enough to compensate for these little grievances." As blood stained the hem of my skirt, I silently pressed the end call button. Tears fell uncontrollably. He doesn't know yet the baby is gone, and I'm finally done with him. When Vincent called me back, the news about Isabella Corleone's miscarriage had already been splashed across the New York Post for a whole night. "What new stunt is this?" His tone was dismissive. "You've tried crying and throwing fits, so now you're using a baby to get my attention?" I gripped the edge of the sink, saying nothing. "I know you love me too much, that's why you're like this." He sighed, his voice softening slightly. "But no matter how upset you are, you shouldn't joke about a child." He paused, then continued. "Photos of me and Lena at that event got out. She just signed on for a new reality show. Her career can't afford any scandals. Just let her use your buzz to deflect attention for a bit. In a few days, it'll take you to Sicily." Without waiting for my answer, he hung up. I steadied myself against the sink. In the mirror, my heavily made-up face was still deathly pale, slowly twisting into a bitter smile. On the trending list, the headline about Vincent and Lena entering a hotel together late at night vanished within minutes. In its place, news about my miscarriage, my alleged promiscuity, and claims that Vincent and I had long been divorced. The hashtag Isabella Getaffoldi shot straight to #1. Hateful messages flooded my phone, one after another. My lips trembled uncontrollably. I realized that this kind of public scandal would destroy any actress's career. And in 5 minutes, I had to walk the red carpet at the Corleone family charity gala. Just thinking about it made my heart ache with bitterness. Not only did I have to deal with a grueling filming schedule, but I also had to handle the endless parade of women around Vincent. Vincent was the king of the city, the don who controlled the underworld. He was ruthless, calculating, his hands stained with blood, yet he wasn't without honor. All of New York knew Lena was a poor soul. Her brother Thomas had taken a bullet for Vincent 3 years ago, dying in the streets of Sicily. Vincent carried that debt in his bones, repeatedly looking after and caring for Lena. I knew all that. What I didn't know was when that debt started to outweigh everything between us. At the charity gala, the reporter's camera flashes nearly blinded me. "Miss Isabella, is it true that the baby's father wasn't Vincent?" Vincent was photographed on a late-night date. "Did you know about it? Have you two already divorced?" Hearing the increasingly pointed questions, I maintained a polished smile and picked the most harmless one to answer. "Vincent is handling family business. He's on a business trip to Chicago today, so he couldn't attend with me. Our relationship is strong. Thank you all for your concern." Suddenly, the media's attention shifted. My anxious heart slowly settled as I followed their gaze. Vincent, the man it just claimed wasn't in New York, appeared at the other end of the red carpet with Lena on his arm. He saw me, his eyes flickering with something like guilt. Beside him, Lena's expression was pure provocation. My gaze drifted downward and landed on her neck. She was wearing the anniversary necklace Vincent had promised to buy for me. A dull ache pulsed deep in my abdomen. I clenched my fists, ignoring the stares around me. I didn't even finish the gala before excusing myself to the host and returning to my hotel. I swallowed a handful of painkillers and slowly drifted into sleep. Through my haze, I felt the bed dip slightly. He twisted a strand of my hair around his finger. "You mad?" His voice was low, cautious. "I should be told you about my plans." Lena begged me to walk the carpet with her. Said she was scared to go alone after Thomas died. I couldn't say no. He paused, his voice dropping lower. "I know it wasn't ideal, but you understand I can't refuse her." "Not about this." The smell of alcohol mixed with perfume made me nauseous. I swatted away the hand on my waist, my tone distant. "It's late. Get some sleep." My rejection set him off. He punched the comforter and stood over me. "Isabella, do you have any idea how long Lena cried and begged me today to stay by her side? You're the only one with the title of Mrs. Corleone. No matter how much I accompany Lena, it's all just for show. Stop being unreasonable, okay? You know you're the one I care about most." According to him, I should be grateful that he chose to spend the night with me. The most basic duty of a husband. Vincent made it sound like some grand favor. My nails dug into my palms as I looked calmly at his irritated expression. "Vincent, I don't want the title of Mrs. Corleone anymore. Let's get a divorce." Chapter 2. When Vincent heard the word divorce, it was as if he had heard the most absurd joke in the world. He rolled over, his rough fingertips sliding across the back of my hand, a gesture he only used when he was trying to coax me. "Tonight was my fault. I apologize. And I'll make it up to you. But I never planned to let you leave." He paused, his voice dropping with a sense of absolute certainty. "You know as well as I do we can't get divorced. There's an award ceremony tomorrow night. I've already ordered the finest gown for you. You will be the most beautiful best actress in all of America." With that, he turned and left. His footsteps faded down the hallway, and the door to the adjacent room clicked shut softly. This wasn't the first time I had asked for a divorce. Not long after we were married, he had slammed a stack of photos in front of me, claiming I had been tainted before I married him. From that day on, those photos became a thorn. Every time he messed up, he would drag them out again to shut me down. The first time I demanded a divorce was 7 months after the wedding. He had carefully prepared a birthday villa for me. I canceled all my filming commitments and flew back to the estate early, only to push open the study door and find him with the old butler's daughter bent over his desk. Hearing the noise, he whipped around. Genuine panic flashed in his eyes before he quickly stood up and shielded the girl behind him. "Baby, it's not what you think." I said nothing. I turned and walked out of the study. In the smoke-filled parlor, Vincent, now fully dressed, came after me, looking uneasy. He grabbed my wrist. His voice lowered. "I'm sorry, I had too much to drink. She kept throwing herself at me. And I thought she was you. I'll send her away right now." He said it while looking into my eyes, without a shred of real conviction, to keep me from leaving. Vincent called his lawyer that very night. At 3 in the morning, he signed a postnuptial agreement in the parlor, one that stated he would be left with nothing if we divorced. He didn't even read it carefully. He just flipped to the last page, scrawled his signature, and threw the pen on the table. Give me one more chance. If I betray you again, all of the Corleone family assets go to you. I'll leave with nothing. I thought of my mother's dying wish. She wanted me to escape the shadow of the Mafia completely.